guys, images have been sent to Cal this morning. We are 7.5 weeks out. And midweek, we suggested potentially having our first refeed. That would all be based on the look this morning, how things are looking. I'm currently freezing 24/7, so I know that the fat is coming off. We've had a look this morning, he's replied. We are gonna be having a refeed, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about. It's been a solid 14 weeks of dieting so far without any high days, and it's needed. You know, I'm in complete agreement, we need this. We may run 2 back-to-back high days, but we're gonna have the first high day today. Today's a rest day, and then I'll be checking in again in the morning, and he'll be basically updating me whether we're gonna have another one or not. So the purpose of a high day basically is just to give the body kind of a spike in food intake, just so we can, you know, use these additional calories to then push on for the next phase of fat loss. You know, it's not kind of taking the foot off the gas. It's not us saying, you know, we're hungry, we need some food. It's more from a performance perspective. This is just going to help to top up, you know, the intramuscular fullness and glycogen storages. It's going to help us to push on with our training. And in actual fact, because you've got more energy coming in, you're going to end up expending more energy anyway. And normally we get this metabolic process where we continue to keep ourselves in that deficit. So as long as we're not silly with it, we're not gonna have a crazy amount. I think he's giving me about 500 carbs, 200 protein, 70 fat. So it's still only about 1100 calories over what I'm normally having on my higher days. But it's welcomed, you know, it's gonna be a nice, kind of additional bump up in food. So I'll take you through meal by meal what I'm gonna have. He's given me my macros, so I pretty much get free reign. I know by now the foods that I'm gonna work well with and that I'm gonna digest well, and they're gonna help with my training performance. You know, the last thing I'd wanna do is have a cheat meal like a pizza or something like that, because I know that's just gonna make me feel shit. It's gonna mess my digestion up. It's gonna be alien to my gut, and it's just not gonna help me. So when it comes to a refeed, we stick to foods I know I'm gonna digest well. Yeah, we'll get some slightly higher palatable foods in there and satiating foods, don't get me wrong. But as you'll see, it's all food sources that I'm very, very used to eating, just more often. So yeah, gonna get a trip to the shop with Kirst, get some carbs. There's nothing more exciting than that on prep, you know, going to get your refeed food. So we're gonna get that done, guys. I'm gonna take you through the meals, and then tomorrow we're going to muscle works, so we'll get a little bit of that in as well. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. We're 7.5 weeks out. Let's go, refeed day. Babe, you ready? I wanna go get me carbs. Come on. Chip chop. It's already 1:30 and I haven't eaten yet, so I've got like hella time to eat hella food, and I'm hella excited.
In the back though.
Admiring it. Admiring the new door. Let's show them the new addition. We currently have the home gym going on. It's more Kirsty's home gym than anything, but we've got the bifold doors gone in today. She's very excited. And basically in there, you're gonna have, what have you bought? Tables,
Squat rack, cable,
squat rack, cables, dumbbells, all mirrored, and yeah.
bench.
So that's obviously the first step. Well, the first step was the electrics, but now we've got the bifolds in. And then next week's gonna be plaster boarded, and it's all gonna be a proper gym. Obviously we've got the patio in as well. So everything's coming together. Ignore the grass, I need to cut it. So yeah, one happy wife. So we're off to Sainsbury's to turn that down, purchase carbohydrates. And to any normal individual, this would be a pretty average day, but anyone who's prepped or dieted for a show will know how exciting that feeling is of having a high day and actually just going to the supermarket to source out your carbohydrates. So I've written a little list. We're gonna get some good stuff, some things that I've been fancying. In general, we keep it pretty much the same foods that I've been eating with a couple of additions. So we're gonna go get some carbs. Kirsty's driving, my personal chauffeur.
Yeah, my straw's not working properly.
My personal chauffeur. She drives me about on prep. Because
Just on prep?
I'm like, babe, come on, I'm on prep. You know, I'm 8 weeks out, I'm hanging, so she'll drive. And then in off season, what do I say in off season?
I'm too big. Will you drive? I'm uncomfortable. My back hurts.
That's the one. My back's hurting. So she drives everywhere. She doesn't mind. But yeah, we're gonna go get some carbs. coming at you. The excitement of walking around Sainsbury's when you're hungry and not just hungry, but like prep hungry. Ravenous, and you're salivating at each aisle and the thought of the foods that you're going to eat. It's funny, I wrote a list down of the foods that I need to get, just so I can get in there, get it and get out, because I am pretty hungry. It's like 2 p.m. and I'm still fasted, so I need to get this first meal in me. And Kirsty went to the toilet and come back and just found me staring at milk. And she was like, come on, let's stick to the game plan. You're diverted. I'm like, I am sticking to the game plan. I've got my list. She was like, yes, but here I find you looking at different varieties of milk. So we bypassed the milk. I got some food. I'm going to take you through it, guys. And it's going to be fun. I don't do too much of the cooking stuff because it's going to be a long ass video. So I'm going to rustle it up, guys. I'm going to take you through the meal. I'm looking forward to this first one. That is really bright. Why is it so bright? The first meal's about to go down. I'm gonna rustle this meal up. Now this meal, it's a meal that I had countless times on my last prep, like 4 years ago now. So it's gonna bring back a lot of memories. It's just one of my staple breakfasts. I say breakfast, it's like 2 p.m. But I'm gonna rustle it up, guys, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna have. And there we have it, guys. This is one of my favourite meals. I mean, it's relatively healthy. You've got the English muffins, which they're incredible, and they got like cheese in them. They're called like Sainsbury's Taste the Difference cheese English muffins, and they are bloody fantastic. So I've got 2 of them. Heck chicken sausages, some smoked salmon. Gone for the sockeye salmon. Little trick, less fat. And obviously my fats aren't crazy high today, so we're trying not to go over on those. And then the eggs with the spinach and the chilli and the tomatoes, and it's just gonna bang. So I'm gonna go eat this now. I need to eat it, I'm a bit shaky. Like after checking in and cardio and actually going to Sainsbury's, it's like 2:30 now, so I need to get this first meal in, and then I'll have a little bit more sense about me. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat this now. See you on the other side. So guys, that's meal 1 consumed. Done a stint of work upstairs, and that's Saturday done. That's Saturday boxed off in terms of work. I like to finish work a little bit earlier on a Saturday. I mean, we was going for a phase of just trying to take the Saturday off, and actually having a day off, but it's been very busy recently, obviously with the gyms opening. So we'll just do like a morning stint, finish now. It's like 5 and I've still got 3 meals to go. So I've left myself a lot of eating to do, which I'm all right with. I'm okay with that. I can sit up into the night and consume carbohydrates. I'm all right with that one. So next one up is cream of rice. Got to have some cream of rice. So cream of rice with the additional bits, your berries, your dark chocolate, your almond butter, and protein. So nice and easy. I'm gonna rustle this one up, go and eat it. Then we're gonna take Oscar for a walk, which he's gonna be excited about. It's very close, isn't it? Let's go back a bit. Let's go back a bit. You don't need to see the details of my entire face. Then we're gonna take Oscar for a walk and then come back and just spend the evening. It'll be like 6:30 then, 7. Just gonna spend the evening chilling in front of the telly and consuming carbs, and just getting ready for the session tomorrow. So I'm gonna rustle this up now. I'm hungry. I'm ready. That first meal didn't even touch the side. Guys, this is the best dark chocolate that there is. The Lindt, they've like got all the different flavors, but this is the best one ever. The caramel, yeah, it's just unreal. The macros, like, I don't have it normally because it's quite a lot of carbs and sugar, but we want carbs today. And this is actually less fat than your normal 90%, which I usually have. So it's still dark, but it's basically got a little bit less fat and more sugar and a bit more carbs. But today, I'm gonna be reunited with this bad boy. So I'm gonna have a couple of squares, and it's good. It's good. If you haven't tried it, try it because it's phenomenal. It's funny, I've just literally taken a little bite of that as I'm preparing the meal, and just a rush of off-season just came back to me, because that was one of my food sources I was quite heavily dependent on in the later stages of off-season. When appetite was gone, I was just hammering in dark chocolate. And And just taste, that's the first time I've tasted that in like 13, 14 weeks, and that's just struck my palate like, fuck, there's off season. And I'm like, why did I take that for granted? I could have eaten a whole bar of that. Now I'm having 2 squares, but it's a funny thing, isn't it? Metabolism and appetite and how the body works, you know? Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. So guys, back from the walk, that's the second kind of block of 5,000 steps done. And now cooking meal 3. I'm hella behind today, by the way. So I'm now cooking meal 3. By the way, this vest is like so big for me now. I bought it from Dubai back in November last year, and it's an XL, and it was like quite snug, but it's yeah, you can't even see, but it's hella baggy, but we rock it. I like the baggy lifestyle. So cooking up meal 3 now. This is something that I've really fancied for a while. So it's a chili, and I can cook a mean chili, guys, let me tell you that. And I really fancied bread, you know, just being able to get the crunch. So I've just got like a seeded loaf from Sainsbury's Bakery. So I'm cooking this up now with rice, but like a big old serving of rice. And this is gonna be my meal 3. So, you know, when it comes to the refeed, we try and pick foods that I know I'm gonna digest well. I know I digest mince well, I know I digest rice well. Yeah, we're savvying it up a bit, making it into a chili, making it nice, but you know, you gotta enjoy your food, and now's an opportunity where I can add, you know, some chopped tomatoes, I can add some mushrooms, because I got calories in abundance. So we're gonna zhuzh it up a bit and make it nice, as Jamie would say. So I'm gonna cook this up, guys. I'm gonna eat it. Like I said, it is getting quite late, so I'm just gonna get this down the hatch in front of the telly, stick a film on, and then come consume the last. I'm probably still gonna have about 150 grams of carbs left, so I think I'm just gonna cereal, bagels, just some nice palatable foods just to get it down the hatch. So yeah. Ooh. Also, guys, this is fantastic. It's from kombucha. It's from Nexpa. They make the kombucha. You may have seen me drinking. It's raspberry, and it's got like natural probiotics in there. It's fantastic. 0 calorie or very, very low calorie, and just quenches the palate. So yeah, if you're dieting, try this. Oh shit, that hit the spot. That hit all kinds of spots that I didn't even know I had. The first 2 meals just went in rapid, didn't touch the sides, but that meal, I actually found myself at one point like sitting back. You know when you're eating a meal and you're like full, and you just had to sit back for a minute and just let it digest. I actually had that moment. I haven't had that moment in like what feels like a long ass time, but that's a big ass plate of chili. It took me about an hour to consume that, to be honest with you. So yeah, I've actually come in here to make my last meal and realise I've got like 5 grams of protein left. I think I've overdone it a bit in the first few meals. I like meat and fish. I enjoy protein, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I love carbs. I'm about to show you the carbs I enjoy the most in a minute. But I love meat, I love fish. Sorry, my vegan family, I love you guys. But yeah, I've had the salmon, I've had the eggs, I've had the hex sausages, the protein, the massive plate of mince, and that's basically rinsed my protein. So what do you do if you want to refeed? It's like 9:30, by the way. It's 9:45, just to get the food in, you know? What do you do if you're on your refeed and you've got like 150 grams of carbs left, but no protein? Sounds like the beginning of a joke, that, doesn't it? What do you get if you've only got carbs and no protein? I'll tell you what, and you've probably guessed it. And I mean, if you know me, guys, you're gonna know what I'm gonna what I'm rustling here. You're gonna know I'm rustling motherfucking bagels. I love these bagels. I love bagels. I love lamb. And cereal, because we have got like 150 grams. Oh shit, there's Kirsty's cereal on the ground. We've got like 150 grams of cereal left. So shreddies. We have some shreddies, we have some bagels and some jam, and I've got a little bit of fat left, so I'm gonna have a couple of the squares of the dark chocolate that I spoke to you about earlier. It's not gonna be anything amazing, it's just gonna be literally a bowl of cereal, some bagels and jam, and dark chocolate. But right now, I'm gonna take this up to bed, eat it in my bed, call me a slob if you want. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put a film on. It's gonna be heaven. It's gonna be a little bit of heaven. And then in the morning, guys, we're gonna assess the look, we're gonna assess the scale weight, see what's happened, see how my body's responded, send it straight across to Cal, and he'll let me know if we need more food or if we're gonna go back to the deficit. So I'm gonna rustle this up now. I'm gonna go and eat it, and hopefully we might sleep okay tonight. Good night, everybody. I'll speak to you in the morning. Sleep well. Love ya. Spot on. Let's rinse, repeat today. Same setup. Rinse and repeat, checking tomorrow. Boom. Just like that. Second high day secured. Done weight this morning, sent the pictures across to Cal, and I think the main kind of focus, we knew we wanted to do 2 back-to-back high days. One just wasn't going to be enough. Yesterday my scale weight went up 0.2 kilos after 500 grams of carbs, so we know there's room to get a little bit more in. The main reason for checking in this morning was just making sure there wasn't no digestive disruption. I wasn't holding hella water or scale weight jump 2 kilos, for example. This is pretty much giving us a green light to go ahead and have another high day today, which I'm excited about. I still feel as though it is needed. Yesterday didn't really touch the sides. So I'm going to implement that. It's exactly the same as yesterday in terms of macros. So I'm going to have pretty similar foods that I had yesterday. So we don't need to get all those on the camera. So I'm going to crack on and go and have meal 1. I've done my check-in, done my cardio, my spin, and then we're going to go and train. So guys, just having pre-meal now, and then we're going to shoot off. We're now going to Muscleworks Orpington, because Kings is like 2 hours away. We thought that's a long ass way. So yeah, we're going to Muscleworks in Orpington because it's a good gym, it's a good ass gym. So just having pre-meal now, which is easy. Cream of rice, load of berries, low sugar, strawberry jam, dark chocolate, and then protein. Keeping the meals today relatively similar to what they were yesterday. I may just change my evening meal from the chili and have like potatoes and chicken. I really fancy some air fried potatoes. But that's it, we're gonna eat this, shoot off, catch you in a bit.
That was so creepy. That was so creepy.